We're live here at the Jackie Big Play podcast, episode number 1 of God knows how many we'll have. Hopefully we stay in business. Obviously, I'm alone. I'm not with the guy that I started doing this with. His name's Jack Cali, and now he lives in Cali. You can't make that up. It hurts not having him here. I think me and Sego both miss him.
So much.
But he's thriving. And if any of us are going to act as if he's not going to be back, he'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be doing podcasts here real soon. He'll have his own podcast. We'll have one together. And hopefully I stay in business. I don't want to go out of business.
Sad times, but, I think Jack right here is going to have something special with this. First episode, I'm excited to see where this goes. Jack, what you want to lead off with?
Well, what I'm also going to do is we're going to hopefully stay consistent every single Sunday night, give people content, give people something. We're also going to do a where we set something up where we will have a line where you call in during the week and you give us something. There's sports things that happen every single day. We're going to be primarily sports, but we're also going to be, things that need to be said. I mean, things need to be said, and we'll say them. So that's just how it's going to go. But obviously, at this time of the year, there's not a ton of things going on. But NBA free agency gives you something to talk about, and let's just let it be known. I mean, there's been a lot of action out in the LA area. You have the Clippers, you have the Lakers. Kemba Walker going to the Celtics is an interesting move. Very interesting, actually. So I've recently come out with my standings. I put it out on Twitter. It's unpopular, okay? I haven't seen a lot of people put out what I put out, and that's okay. I've never really gone with the grain. I've always gone against the grain, and I'll continue to go down that path. I've always, I put it on my story the other day. I like confrontation. I think confrontation is a tremendous thing. I love it. So we'll start off, and we'll put this up. We'll put up my standings, but we'll start with the East. I had the Celtics at 1, and this is kind of also, in a sense, my power rankings in the East. The Celtics. I think the Celtics will be the clear-cut favorite. I think they'll come out of the East next year. Philly, I love what Philly did. Getting rid of Jimmy Butler. He's a problem. Jimmy Butler's a problem. Kyrie Irving's a problem. Guys who are problems bring teams down. So you got the Celtics. You got Philly. You got Milwaukee. Atlanta is going to be a surprise team this year. If you don't know about Atlanta, I don't know. Where you been? Hey, where have you been? Atlanta is something special. I wasn't huge on Trae Young coming out, but you just knew with the way he shot the ball, he would be something special. And they're loaded. I mean, point blank, they're loaded. Now, I will say, I don't like Cam Reddish, their draft pick. I'm not high on him.
Why though? I know you've always said that, but I've always liked him. I was just confused as to why you never liked him.
Well, a lot of people like him. That's not a popular, a lot of people think he's going to be the next Paul George. But here's the thing. You can't not shoot it good in college at a shorter three-point line and then just all of a sudden go to a longer three-point line and think, what, he's going to shoot it good? I don't see it from Cam Reddish. A lot of people think he's got a beautiful form shot. I don't think he's got a beautiful form shot. I actually think his fundamentals are horrible. But you're not going to know that if you never play basketball. You're just going to hear experts and they who say, oh, he's got a beautiful shot. It's so pure. Shots will eventually fall. Shots are eventually going to fall? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Shots aren't falling for Chris Dunn. Look at him. People say, oh, Chris Dunn, shots are going to fall for him. No.
Can't coaches and teams and people like players based off potential, though?
Yeah.
I mean, a 6'8", 6'9", 220-pound forward that can shoot somewhat. I think that's potential for the NBA.
But, I think Cam Reddish is the perfect comparison to like an Andrew Wiggins. Yeah, but a lot of people thought Andrew Wiggins was going to be something special. Where's Andrew Wiggins now?
Well, he
called lazy.
He couldn't shoot at all, though.
Yeah, but he was a freak athlete. He was a freak.
He was.
So, that Cam Reddish, no good, but DeAndre Hunter, he could be the second coming of Kawhi Leonard. That's kind of who I see as comparison. And he was their other draft pick. They had 2 draft picks. But, they got other guys. Their white shooter, I wasn't high on him coming out last year. I believe he came out of Maryland. I wasn't high on him. He shocked me. So you got Atlanta at 4, at Indiana at 5. I really like Malcolm Brogdon. I wish the Bulls got him. They didn't. What are you going to do? You got Miami at 6. Miami at 6 is very interesting. Very, very interesting. One, right now, there's trade talks of Russell Westbrook going there. If Russell Westbrook goes there, man, oh man, I'm not going to like him as much.
What do you think about Jimmy and Russell clashing, though?
Yeah, I don't see that. What I do see is I see a guy and a kid by the name of Tyler Hero, who I believe, in my opinion, I do think Jimmy Butler's going to hurt his growth a little bit, but he is such a pure scorer. If you've been watching the Summer League, the Miami Heat are 5-0. Tyler Hero is dominating. And if you follow me on Twitter, what did I say? I said he was going to be the best player coming out. He sure looks like it right now. He can put the ball on the floor. He can create off the pick and roll. He can slash. He can shoot. He's the best shooter in the draft. I don't know why he wasn't being talked about as going right after Zion, Ja, RJ, and then Tyler Hero. And right now, Tyler Hero, he looks like he's the best player. He does. So I like Miami at 6. I do think the Bulls are going to shock some people this year. Although I hope they stay far, far, far away from Russell Westbrook, like I've said. Kobe White, Kobe White's not going to shoot it. He's not going to shoot it at a high clip this year, but I do like his ability to create. I do think he's a little bit better offensively than Chris Dunn, and I think it might be time to move on from Chris Dunn. And I think the kid
Kobe White.
Kobe, you earn your name when you start to make some plays in the NBA. For now, we're going to mispronounce. And I think Detroit at 8. Thon Maker, you got the kid from Duke, the white kid. He's pretty good. And then you got Blake Griffin. They're interesting. I think they still got
Derrick Rose.
And they got Derrick Rose. So they're interesting. I have Brooklyn missing the playoffs. This is a very not popular take. For all of a sudden, I don't know what it is, but I don't know how people think that Brooklyn's going to make the playoffs. I don't understand. You got Kyrie Irving coming in, who just came from, in my opinion, the best overall roster last year in the East. The best overall roster in the East last year, in my opinion, and it's really not an opinion. It was the Boston Celtics. They had the best roster. And he had them lose to a team that they beat the year before without him. So now you take him off that team. You put Kemba on that team. That team's going to come out of the East, no doubt about it. How's Brooklyn going to make the playoffs? And in my opinion, the East is stacked. It's stacked, but it's good. I mean, but hell with it. I got Toronto missing the playoffs. I got Orlando, who's a playoff team, missing the playoffs. And I think the Knicks are going to shock some people this year. Here's another thing. The Knicks obviously were supposed to get Zion. They were supposed to get Kyrie. They were supposed to get Kevin Durant. None of which came to fruition. I think I like what the Knicks did. I like what the Knicks did.
Getting rid of Kristaps?
Well, obviously that's never going to be a popular opinion, but, getting rid of Kristaps. But I like what Julius Randle is a good pro. Bobby Portis is a good pro. RJ Barrett, he looks horrible right now in the Summer League. I think he's going to be a really, 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 really good player in the NBA. I think he's going to be like a DeMar DeRozan, but a better version of him. And a lefty. He looks like a star. He's got all the makings to be a star. And then you mix him with Alonzo Trier, who was perhaps one of the best rookies. He was probably a top 7-8. He was probably a top 7-8 rookie last year. You mix him and then Dennis Smith Jr., who was all rookie first team, same as Laurie Markkinen. And then you got Mitchell Robinson, who I loved coming out of the draft. He's an athletic freak. He's just a young DeAndre Jordan. And Julius Randle. That team's going to win games and they're going to compete. No doubt about it. In the West, I got the Clippers being the number 1 seed. I think that's pretty unanimous. I mean, you got the best player in basketball in Kawhi Leonard on your team, and then you get a better co-star. Paul George is obviously a step up from a Fred VanVleet to Kyle Lowry. And Kyle Lowry, good NBA Finals, good postseason. Got news for you. As Jack Callahan would say, Kyle Lowry, he is still who we thought he was.
Who's their surrounding cast in the Clippers?
The Clippers are stacked. They got Lou Williams, Pat Beverly, Montrezl Harrell. They got the skinny kid coming off the bench. He's like a baby Sean Livingston.
That's a really good defensive lineup.
Oh, they're tremendous defensively. They're the best defensive team in basketball. So when you're the best defensive team in basketball, you're most likely going to have probably the best. You're going to probably have the best record in basketball.
Defense wins championships.
And the second best team defensively is the Utah Jazz. I have them as number 2 seed. I have the Lakers at the number 3 seed. Now, obviously, a lot of people are like, the Utah Jazz. The Utah Jazz are bringing in Mike Conley, who's a savvy vet, who's people got to understand, this team's been right. They've been in contention the last few years, 6 seeds, 5 seed, 4 seed, 7 seed, right around there with Ricky Rubio, who I've never seen a point guard. He shoots it. He's hitting the side of the backboard. He's airballing left and right. Now you're getting a legitimate, I would consider him a top 15 point guard in the NBA. As Ricky Rubio is definitely in the bottom half and can't score at all. Now you're bringing in a guy who could score, and he's a leader.
And they have Donovan Mitchell in the backcourt.
Donovan Mitchell.
That's a good
Rudy
backcourt.
Gobert. Joe Ingles. I like them. I like them a lot. Tremendously coached. They're going to win games. Nuggets at the 4 seed. Dallas Mavericks at the 5 seed. Nobody's got that. I don't know how. You had the Rookie of the Year, and now you bring back a healthy Porzingis, who he should come back with a vengeance. He should come back with a vengeance. Porzingis is a superstar. 7'3", put it on the deck, hit the 3, take it to the rack. That's a problem. Mavericks are a problem. At 6, I got Portland. I mean, they're just Damian Lillard. We saw what he did. Hey, let me pull up from 50 feet. Knock down this 3 in your mouth. Game winner. Drive home safely. Series over. See you later, Russell Westbrook.
Then what happened though when they came against Toronto?
Portland?
Who did they lose to?
Portland lost to, I think, Golden State.
And Damon didn't do anything.
Wow. You got
Just-
Klay Thompson on you.
I
Klay
love
Thompson's
Dame,
one of the
but
best defenders in basketball.
I don't think he's proved it yet in the postseason. I mean, he had one good shot, and that was an unreal shot, but I don't think he's just proved much yet.
No, he's actually had 2 shots. He's closed out 2 series on game-winning threes. Damian Lillard's proved himself. He ain't got nothing to
When
prove.
was the other series? When was the first series?
Back when LaMarcus Aldridge was on the team. He
Oh,
sent
so,
home the
okay.
Houston Rockets. I got them at 6. I got the Warriors at 7. Listen, the Warriors are still going to be in the playoffs. They got Klay Thompson coming back toward the end of next year. They're going to be a problem. I mean,
Do you like D'Lo? Will that go well with Clay and Steph?
it's going to go well enough to win them games in the West. But, I mean, we'll see. I like D'Angelo Russell, but do I really like that pairing? I don't know. But maybe, Steph can move Steph moves well without the ball, but, Russell is mainly an isolation player. He's a baby James Harden. But he's tremendous off the pick and roll. And I got the Kings at 8. If you don't know about the Kings, I'm going to tell you something about the Sacramento Kings. Start to recognize the Sacramento Kings. You got Harry Giles, who tore his ACL. He was projected to be the number 1 pick, no doubt about it. I mean, you're talking about a 6'11" guy who, he was an animal in high school.
That's high school, though.
Well,
He's playing against.
He got hurt at Duke. He didn't play a lot at Duke. He didn't play his rookie year. He gave them tremendous few minutes last year. This year, his minutes will be expanded. I love Harry Giles. And then they got Marvin Bagley, who's an animal. And then I think they got a baby Splash Brothers combination here with De'Aaron Fox and Buddy Hield. I think Buddy Hield's starting to finally kind of come into his own and kind of slowly turning into a baby superstar. I'm using the word baby a lot, but we got a lot of young guys in the league. This is a tremendous time for the NBA. I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. Now, a few teams I have missing the playoffs that a lot of people may not agree with. Houston. Why don't I have...
You had Houston out the West?
Yeah, I had Houston not making the playoffs. Why? Well, one, I think that Chris Paul making fun of James Harden's tits, that's going to be a problem.
That wasn't a real thing.
No, that's a real thing.
No,
There's video of it.
It was a fake report.
He made fun of his tits.
No, the guy who even came out with the report said he couldn't believe he fooled Skip Bayless and Stephen A. and all those guys. I can pull up the tweet and show you right now if you want me to.
We'll see. I think there is a little bit of... I do think James Harden is starting to look at Chris Paul and say, like, you haven't been there for me when I needed you. You haven't been there. I think things kind of fall apart at the hatchets. You know, D'Antoni, I think D'Antoni knows, they didn't give him an extension. Did he deserve it? Probably rightfully so, but when you don't give a guy an extension, he's not going to be the same coach this year. I think there's going to be a lot of drama in Houston. I think things are going to probably explode. I think they're going to break things apart and rebuild around James Harden, which it's not the end of the world, but I do rebuild in Houston this year. New Orleans, I thought it was going to have them make the playoffs, but I think Lonzo Ball and Brandon Ingram, I just don't really. It doesn't seem to me that Lonzo Ball just takes things very seriously. He doesn't care. It's not really important to him.
I love the J.J. Redick pickup, though.
I love the J.J. Redick pickup, but I back to Lonzo. I don't think he takes things seriously. At some point, you take things seriously. What's gonna slap? I mean, if you don't take it seriously with LeBron, it's a joke to him. He wants to rap. He wants to be here. He wants to have a TV show. He wants to make a shoe. When's it gonna happen on the court? You're getting hurt constantly. I don't know.
Well, now he's in a bunch of drama with his baby mama, too. I saw it a few days ago.
He's all over the map.
Yeah.
He's all over the map.
And he signed back with BBB.
And Brandon Ingram, I mean, listen. He may have a problem with the pot. Every time I look at him, I'm like, there's no way that's his natural eyes. There's no way. Never seen a guy with eyes like that. That guy's definitely smoking pot before the games. No doubt about it. Brandon Ingram is definitely smoking pot before the games. I think Phoenix is going to be really a tough team this year. I think they're going to be tough. I think they're going to be a lot better. I think they're going to be really close. They'll fight for a playoff spot. I do think they miss it. And I think this is the year the Spurs miss the playoffs. I think there's too much depth. So that's the NBA free agency. We'll throw that up. But good stuff. Good stuff. Baseball-wise, the Cubs, we just finished the series with the White Sox. What I love about the Cubs is they always throw the White Sox. They play two at Rig. They play two at whatever the hell the place is called. It's going to be blow it down soon. Add them up to Montreal. But the White Sox, what I like about them is we always give the White Sox a win. At Wrigley, we give them a win. I don't even want to say its name. I don't even want to say its name. But
is it U.S. Cellular?
Who cares?
I don't know the name.
The Montreal Metrodome. We'll call it that. Okay? The White Sox play at the Montreal Metrodome. What I love about the Cubs, they always throw the White Sox a game. And they fill up the stadium for 2 games out of the year at the Metrodome over there on the south side. Good for them. My buddy went to the game yesterday. And he told me this. This is not a joke. This is not a lie. Okay, everybody knows I am not a fan of the White Sox. I'm not a fan of their fans. I think you're talking bottom of the earth type people. Okay? My best friend is a White Sox fan. His name is Connor Glennon. Bottom of the earth type kid. Yes. Not a good kid. Okay? He's a good kid. But he's not a guy that's going to hey, can you pass the beer down for me? No. He's going to get the beer. He'll chug it himself. Because That's that type of guys White Sox people are. They want to, it's like, hey, they'll beat you in a game. They want to fight you in the parking lot. We're not here to fight. Come to Wrigley Field. You'll fall in love. You'll fall in love at Wrigley Field. You go to the Metrodome on the south side, you'll get jumped. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. You get a cigarette for free. I'll tell you that. They'll let you bum a cig. Everyone's smoking cigs over there. Drink a beer in the parking lot like it's a football game. No, this is a baseball game. Have some respect. Have some respect for the sport. They only care about their team when they win like 3, 4, 5 games in a row. Then it's like, oh, yeah, I'm the biggest White Sox fan in the world.
Aren't they only a few games behind? I mean, I know they're in different
They are. They're battling.
conferences, but aren't they pretty close record-wise right now?
Oh, they're battling. And to watch them fall off in the second half, I can't wait.
What if they don't?
No,
What if the
they
Cubs?
will.
What if the Cubs fall?
The Cubs aren't falling.
I'm just saying, what if?
Well, then I'm going to face some backlash. There's no doubt I'm going to face some backlash. But like I've said, I embrace confrontation. I mean, we're going to be good for so long. We're going to get our starting pitching. We're going to do some things, trust me. First off, we got this TV deal coming, okay? Well, White Sox, they got a TV deal? No. No, White Sox got no. The White Sox announcer, you know what he does for extra cash? He announces the Little League World Series. Our guys, it's like, no way. We're way too big for that. We do the national games. We do our guys, Len Casper, he does the games for Fox. White Sox, guess what their guy does? He goes to Pennsylvania and does the Little League World Series for some extra scratch. That's sad. Whatever. I hate the White
It's
Sox.
kind of cool, though.
I hate the White Sox. I hate everything about them. Eloy Jimenez, solid player. He's a worse outfielder than Kyle Schwarber.
What about Jose Abreu? I was on Twitter the other day. Forgot who, but they said he's like the 2019, like the modern White Sox, like Paul Canerico.
Yeah, I mean, I like Jose Abreu. I do. I like Jose Abreu on the White Sox. Only downfall with Jose Abreu, no one knows his age. This guy might be 37, he might be 38, he might be 40.
I mean, can't you just look it up?
No, his age is not out there. It's out there, but there's nothing proving that that is his actual age. This guy might be 40. Like I said, there's a legitimate shot that Jose
Wikipedia.
Abreu is 45 years old.
Wikipedia.
That's a lie.
Take a guess.
My buddy Connor Glennon is probably in there jiggling with Wikipedia changing his age.
32.
Yeah. Like I said, that could easily be 43. White Sox, no good. But here's what my buddy said about going to the White Sox game. He got there 30 minutes before the game. He got in there in the second inning. He said that the lines were so long to get into the game because they're only used to having like 1,200 people at the game, 800 people. I mean, sometimes they're out there. I'm telling you, I have posted pictures where you're talking about 55 people in a Major League Baseball stadium.
But did you see the tweet about it? Or I don't know if it was a tweet, but I heard someone was there. And there were, what, like 50, 60 people, the one you're talking about? And someone got kicked out of their seats because they were in the wrong seat by the White Sox staff, like the seating staff.
They did a season ticket promotion where it was like $55 and you could get season tickets for the whole year. $55. Primo seats too. Primo. $55. Come to every single game. They do $2 beers, $1 hot dogs, anything to put the people in the seats. Bottom of the earth. White Sox. That's what they are. Okay. Driving here. I have a long drive to get here to do this, to give the people some Sunday night content. And one of the things that I was thinking about as I was driving here, it's been on my mind for a while, is it bothers me about the driving. There's so many things that bother me about the roads nowadays. One of the things is the flashing light when the cops or a fire department or the medics are coming through an intersection and that light is flashing. People are looking around like, where the hell is this thing? Am I about to go through this intersection and get just freaking labeled? We're going to have to figure that out. That's one thing. But another thing that's bothering me is the amount of no turn on reds. First off, why is there ever a no turn on red? The inside lane should always be able to turn right on red. Always. Why would there not? Seiko, am I nuts? There should never be a no turn on red. You should always be able to turn
I
right
agree
on
with
red.
you, but I feel like there is a reason behind it. And after this episode, I'm going to make sure to look that up and come back the next episode with a reason.
I'm sitting there and I'm like, you know me, Seiko, not a patient person. I'm punching the steering. I'm starting to get violent as I sit there. That bothers me.
Yeah, you're impatient about the stupidest things, though.
Yeah, I'm not normal, but here I am.
Very.
I come from a family where I got a mother who, I swear on my life, she's an angel. She's an actual. She wouldn't step on a fly. Then I got a father who today, me and him, we have an insurance agency together, and there's fights at least 6, 7, 8 serious arguments a day, where fist fights are they're close in the office. Yeah, this is not a joke. Today, he got so angry. What happens is we get very sudden jolts of rage. Some serious jolts of rage. Real quick. A little 3, 4, 5 minute little jolt of rage where we could punch a hole through a wall. But then we're good. It hits us quick. But he got so angry at me today over, we're talking to my aunt on speakerphone, and she's going up to Indiana. And I go, she's dropping her daughter off at, some for college. She got to stay overnight in a dorm room. And she's like, I got a hotel room to myself. I go like this, she's on speaker. I go, are there any casinos nearby? You going to hit a casino? She goes, she's not angry. She's like, oh, it's, no casinos around. I'm not really into that. My dad's like, he gets so angry. He's like, what a stupid statement. What a stupid thing to say. I'm like, what the hell? What did I do? What did I do, Dad? But that's my dad. That's the parents I come from. He's a great guy. My dad's a good guy. All right. Another thing that gets to Jack. Final thing, close out this podcast. I was with Sego probably about 3 months back. This is the stuff that I remember. This is the stuff that sticks to me. Saturday night, we're having beers, knocking them down, me and Sego, a couple other buddies.
I'm 21, by the way.
Yeah, he's 21. And next thing you know, it's like 9 o'clock. College basketball games are on. We're hungry. We want to get pizza. We call Giannario's Pizza. Nice place. Good pizza. Saturday, 9 o'clock. Guess what? They're like this. Oh, thank God you called. Yeah, we're closing in like 5 minutes. I'm like, wait, you're closing? Keep in mind, this place does not deliver, does not do dine-in. Don't deliver, don't do dine-in. Closing at 9 o'clock on a Saturday with college basketball games on. I think it was the Elite Eight. How? What is your business plan?
This is also like summertime too, when college kids are home.
College kids go home. People are drinking. People are watching the college basketball games, and you're closing your pizza place at 9. We ask them, why don't you stay open a little later? Why don't you deliver? Why don't you do anything? And we never really felt the need. We never really felt the need to work a little bit harder, give people what they want.
Well, not even that. Like, they may do okay the way they are, but imagine the amount of money more they can make if they did drive through, if they stayed open until 12 or 1.
They're basically just burning dollars. Burning them. That's it. That's what we got. I hope you enjoyed this. We're going to be consistent. We're gonna be consistent. We're gonna give people what they need. I appreciate everybody for listening, and we'll keep everyone posted as to what number you could call. Leave us a message, and we'll listen to this on the show. Thanks again. We'll talk soon. Thanks, people.